It is Indiana in the morning. We're glad that you're with us here on this snowy at times Thursday. Right now, the snow seems to have stopped for a moment. It's very windy outside, so do be cautious as you're moving about. Bundle up. Kind of cold out there, Norb?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Todd. It's definitely brisk.
Yeah, well, it's March in Pennsylvania, so we anticipate that. Good morning to you, and thanks so much for being with us here today. Norb Rayko is here in the studio with us, and our visit is presented by Marcus & Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. All right, so if it's the first week of Lent and Norb is here, we can probably put together why he's here. The Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent must be getting ready for a really big season.
That's correct. It's actually fishing season, if you think about it. Yeah. We're ready for the Lenten dinners, which definitely have a fish theme to them. Mm-hmm. And we've been doing this for a number of years. I really was trying to get a little history on it, and unfortunately, nobody could really come up with the actual date we started this, but it was been around for an awful long time.
Yeah. Well, and it's one of the most famous and best attended of the fish dinners that happen every Lenten season in Indiana County.
Yes, it is. I mean, last year, our last meal, and normally the first one and the last one are the biggies. Uh-huh. And last year, we ended up with 960 plus on the last meal.
On the last one?
On the last one.
Wow.
So it definitely is a lot of people putting a lot of effort. We thank everybody who comes out and attends, and it's just a great time all the way around at the Good Shepherd.
Yeah, wonderful spirit to it all. One of the big parts of the fish dinners at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent always is the opportunity to put a little something in your freezer, too.
True. We have our pierogis, and they are all handmade. And we start this 6 weeks prior to the dinners. Now, here's just a little bit of math. We do it for 6 weeks. We make 325 dozen each night. So if you multiply that out, it comes to 1,950 dozen pierogis that are waiting in the freezer. And if you want to multiply it and work it out, it actually comes to 23,400 individually pierogis, and as I call them, PPs, made with perfect pierogis made with love.
Oh, there you go. There are a lot of eggs in that. The eggs are not a cheap entity these days.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are eggs. I don't know what each one of them goes into, but especially in the dough part, there is a lot, and then in the eggs and the cheese and the potatoes too. So things work out good, and it's a team effort when we do the pierogis, because we have people that are cutting the dough, stretching the dough. We have people that are actually taking the cheese balls, dropping them into the pierogis, and then we have 3 stations that have machines that actually form them into what you see as a pierogi. They go to quality control, which is a group of ladies that sit there and make sure they're sealed tight and they're not going to come apart for you. And then they go into the freezer to be bagged on Friday morning.
Now, see, Norb, I thought you were going to say that I go to quality control, which is me sitting at a table with a fork in my hand.
You certainly are welcome to come down and do that if you like.
All right, so the pierogis, we'll get to them and how people can order them after we tell folks how they can go for their main purpose for going there on a Friday night in the Lenten season, and that is for the Lenten fish dinner. What's the schedule here for Norb? What are we serving, and do we drive through? Do we go in and sit down, or do we do both?
Well, we have both. I mean, we have it set up that you can certainly do a drive-through, and the campus at Good Shepherd is perfect for that because we have an upper driveway and a lower driveway, and underneath the portico you can stop by and we hand you the meal. So it all works out good. As you pull up to the drive-through, it's just like any other fast food deal. We have a computer station there which relays it down to the kitchen. The kitchen assembles the meal, and up it comes, and we hand it to the person as they drive out the door.
Yeah.
So it works quite well. Now, if you would like to, we have a number of tables set up in the church basement that you pull into the lower part of the parking area, and you'll be directed inside to the church, and you can sit down there and enjoy a meal that'll be delivered to you just like any other restaurant that you might want to enjoy a fish dinner on.
Little fellowship along with your fish, huh?
Right, and we have the baking crew, the Brownie Brigade, right now is underway making homemade brownies, upside down cake, pineapple upside down cake, a couple other specialty things that they make. And the nice part about this is our meals are basically based on homemade. I mean, we have the homemade desserts, the people that are putting them together. This is all cooked that day. So it's not anything that's brought in or, is microwaved. It's all basically, prepared per need.
So they're making those right now, brownies and pineapple upside down cake?
That is correct, yes.
Oh,
my wife is in charge of that, so she physically is there right now with a number of other ladies that are having a good time, and then they're working on that. And like I said, all the desserts will be made, and then we also get a number of donations from the parishioners that bring in stuff and things for us, homemade pies and things like that. So there's, everything is basically homemade, and very few of it is bought from a bakery or anything like that.
I bet you get a chance for quality control there, too.
Yeah, I do make sure everything's good, for sure.
All right, in terms of the fish dinners, there are a number of options.
Yes, we can start off with the basic fried fish dinner, which is an 8-ounce cod fillet. And then we have a baked fish, which is my personal favorite, an 8-ounce baked fish dinner. And then we have a 6-ounce steamed salmon. We have a shrimp dinner, which consists of 6 fried fantail shrimp and 6 homemade pierogis if you just want a pierogi dinner.
There you go.
And all the dinners come with au gratin potatoes, 2 homemade pierogis, green beans, coleslaw, beverage, and, as I said, a complimentary dessert of extraordinary taste.
There you go. And if you're driving through and getting your dinner that way, just tell them when you place your order for your fish if you want pierogis.
Yeah, we also have the availability if you would like to purchase a bag of pierogis. We have them bagged in 2 dozen, and they're $15. So if you want to take some home and cook them later in the next weeks ahead or something like that, or for a quick meal some evening, they are available to you. And there's actually instructions that we give you so you know how to cook them just like they get cooked at the meals.
There you go. There you go. You get everything here except Norb coming home and making them for you. So
yeah, I try to shy away from that. I do get volunteered from sometimes. And, the other thing, we really have to thank the people that help us out. We have the Kern Funeral Home from Salzburg. We have Robinson Lytle Shoemaker from Indiana and Blairsville. And also the Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is all being dinner sponsors for us throughout the year, or season, I should say.
Nice. Very, very, very nice. We thank them for everything that they're doing. And these dinners, of course, are very important to the churches which sponsor them, certainly for the Church of the Good Shepherd. People can order a whole meal or a half, right?
Correct. We do have half meals available, and they're basically just the standard meal in half size, so. And the other thing, for $15, I mean, the price nowadays, if you go through the fast food restaurant, just for your wife and maybe your son or daughter, you can end up with a $50 bill real easy. And it's like, this is fast food and I'm paying $50 or more, it's really unreal. And this is all good stuff. This is all fresh stuff that hasn't been sitting under a heat lamp for hours as they wait for you.
No, absolutely not. It's homemade, and you've heard all the work that goes into getting it ready for you. So the Church of the Good Shepherd, 4 to 7 on the Fridays during the Lenten season. With
right, we do it
Good Friday.
Exactly, we do it up until Good Friday. So I think what that equals 5 or 6 dinners. I forget exactly the number, but we do stop the week before as Holy Week begins on that Sunday. So, like I said, we do. Every Friday up until Good Friday, and 4 to 7, $15. Half meal is $8. It's strictly cash or check at this time, and we'll take care of you.
You get yourself a full army of guys there too.
Yeah, I do. I have the Council 10960, Knights of Columbus, who kick in and do some things that really we help with cleanup, we help with traffic control. We also have the Altman Volunteer Fire Department there working with us to certainly make sure everybody is safe on 286. So they bring a couple of their trucks and set them up to slow traffic down and also to control that. And it's a team effort in the Kent area that makes this thing work and makes it possible.
Absolutely. So there you go. 4 to 7 each Friday starting tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That's why I'm here today, to promote it, get people in the Lenten season and get to have some fun. Come out and you know what? Come and sit down and just enjoy the social and the friendship side of the meal. I mean, a lot of people, we've done drive-through for many years when we were through the COVID season and, you know, everything, nobody wanted to go anywhere, but now since we're back to full throttle of, you know, drive in or drive through, dine in, it's really made a big impression. And like I said, ending the season last year close to 1,000, and actually we're thinking it's probably going to be close to that come tomorrow night too.
Absolutely. All right. So all through the Lenten season at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent, that's a great option for you on a Friday night. Norb, thank you so much for coming in to visit with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Enjoy the dinners. I bet you that church smells really good right now with those brownies.
With the brownies and the stuff being cooked, it will have a nice smell to it. Yes.
Oh, my. All right. Have a great day today, Norb.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having us.
Just about 25 minutes after 9 o'clock, it is the voice of Indianacotti. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com.